Hi my beautiful people, welcome to my channel and welcome to your prediction for this upcoming full moon in Gemini on the 7th of December, 8th December, depending on where you live in the world. And yes, I will switch things a little bit up for those full moon and new moon predictions from now on. And I will do every sign in this video. Okay, I will roll you some dices. I will pull you some cards to see which area in your life will be affected the most, and also how you can deal with it the best, let's say. And I go through every sign step by step. Please check the description bar below to see your sign. For sure, you're here probably for your sun sign, but also check your ascendant and moon sign if you know it, because it will give you additional information. Yes, I think that's all from my side. Also, like the video if it's helpful, and also subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more videos like that. And I think that's it. Let's start. And we start, of course, from Aries. So my dear Aries, hello, hope you're doing well. And let's find out how this full moon is going to affect you. And we have the 8th house. So that's going to be a deep one for you. First and foremost, think about, check what happened towards the end of May in your life and which area was most affected. Okay, with the 8th house coming up here, it could be that some of you started something when it comes to maybe your spiritual beliefs, maybe something with your partner's finances happened. Maybe your partner started to have a new job, which at the same time had an effect on your finances as well, because there's a second 8th house axis. At the same time, it also could be that you just started diving into more spiritual things. Okay, you maybe started to explore different areas. You know, maybe you started to heal some wounds, childhood wounds, something that happened to the past, in your life. And probably the kickoff around that was around May. You know, there's something very deep, very profound happened in your life. And I also would like to check the sign in which area this probably occurred. And probably now at the Gemini full moon, this is coming to fruition. So you will see, like, probably look back to May and you're like, oh my god, I learned so much, I transformed so much, and now I'm here having all this knowledge, you know, that I am ready to embrace. And also probably some of you say, you know what, in this specific area in my life, I'm healed. Like, I went through hell and back, now I'm here again, and now I feel like I'm healed. Like, you healed some wounds. This could be also some type of sexual wounds, to be honest, where you feel like, okay, I went through it. Okay, you went in very deep, and you, like, pulled yourself out of it. Okay, so let's see in which area this probably occurred, or which person was affected. And we have the sun, so this was probably connected to a male figure, maybe your spouse, maybe someone you're dating, maybe your father, your grandpa, or maybe even a boss. Okay, maybe you kicked off something when it came to those areas, and now you look back at it. Maybe you even had a fight with an authority person, with a partner in your life, because of money. And now looking back at it, you see the bigger picture. You know now why this had to happen. Okay, maybe you've been having a lot of fights about money with your partner or your boss, also with your father, how they see the world, how you see the world. You know, those areas, no, it should be this way, no, that way, I want to spend my money on that. Something like that probably occurred in the past 6 months, and now it comes to fruition, and now you see the bigger picture. Okay, so let's see how these energies of the full moon will, or what you should do. You know, how can you dive through the energies much more easy, because this full moon is a little bit aggressive, you know. It's with the moon, like the Mars is with the moon, and it could be that words are a little bit more spicy, a little more rough. Okay, so it could be that there is this big blow up in those areas of someone else's finances, which also has an effect on your finances. So therefore, let's see what is important for you to know. And we have write a gratitude list. So if you feel like now around this full moon, couple days before, couple days after, maybe even longer, you feel like, okay, you know what, I complain so much, I have to find things that I'm really grateful for. What are you grateful for when it comes to your partnership with your boss, with your lover, with your partner, right? What are you grateful for? Okay, write that list. And I think this is probably also something that is going to calm you down, and is going to release a lot of things in your life. Okay, my dear Aries. So I hope it was helpful. Make sure to subscribe and like, and then we're moving on to Taurus. So my dear Tauruses, hello. Let's see how this full moon in Gemini is going to occur in your life. And we have the 4th house. Okay, Taurus, what's happening in your home life? Something kicked off around May, end of May, beginning of June, when there was a new moon in Gemini, and now something in this area is coming to fruition, is coming to a close. Okay, this could be, maybe you moved, maybe you thought about moving, maybe you started looking for a new apartment, a new house, the right place, or you started a renovation type of action, and now around this full moon it comes to a close, but it comes with a bang. Okay, because this full moon is with Mars. Okay, and it could be that there's probably could be fights, could be with your partner that you live with, could be with a family member, that you just would like to do things different, in a different way than they would like to do it, and all of a sudden there's this big blow up, this big wah rah rah action type of energy, and it feels like, you know, it was bubbling up. It was slowly bubbling up starting from May, and yeah, now it comes to a fruition, but it is coming like with a bang. Let's say that how it is, you know. Let's find out in which area this probably occurred, okay, for you, my dear Tauruses. And we have Neptune, so something was not clear. Something was not clear, either about maybe you signed a contract and something in this contract was not clear to you, and now it comes to a fruition where you felt like, okay, but you didn't tell me about that, you know. Maybe you find out something from the landlord, that your contract is now running out, you know, you're running out of your contract, your lease contract. Something like that could be happening. Also, maybe someone you live with, they held some information back from you, and around this full moon, all of a sudden the news, they're out there, right? You feel like, woof, okay, Neptune just got out of retrograde, so now it's much more clearer to see what's going on. And it could be that there is some truth coming out, either about a family member, someone you live with, or something about your house, your apartment, contract, something like that. This is going to occur. So let's see which area in your life, or what can you do to dive through those energies a little bit better, okay, to keep you a little bit calmer. Let's find out. And we have we have dance, okay, especially for those of you who love to dance. Even if you don't love to dance, you know, maybe put on your favorite type of music and just go with the flow. Maybe you can release some of those angry energies that are around, right, before you speak, before you burst out on your partner or family member. Maybe just dance a little bit, you know, go into the bathroom and just shake your booty, basically, you know. That's what I'm seeing here for you, my dear Tauruses. So let's move to Gemini. Hello Gemini. Let's see which area of this full moon is going to affect in your life. And we have the 4th house as well. Let's go also with the planets, and we have the 4th house and Saturn. So my dear Gemini, it could be that the 4th house is connected with your home life, family life, the person that you live with, also the place where you live, okay, your foundation, home foundation. And with Saturn and the 4th house, it could be that maybe some of you started some renovating, some construction works, maybe also looking for something, some new house or new apartment in those areas. And probably with Saturn here, something was delayed, something took time, and this probably kicked off around May, end of May, beginning of June, with the new moon in Gemini, and now it comes to a big bang. Okay, something could be connected to, something is breaking with Saturn here. You know, Saturn is the big cleanup planet. If there is something that is no longer working for you at home, it is going to break down. It can be random things like electricity, for example, or maybe a water pipe breaks. Something like that could occur around this time. Or you just feel like, you know what, I'm done with this contract here. I'm done living in this place. I would like to live somewhere else. This also could occur. But the kickoff was definitely end of May. So look back at this area in your life. What did you start? Okay, maybe some of you also moved into a new place and it was like a construction project where you felt like I do everything by myself, and now you feel like, okay, this kind of got out of hands, you know. So let's find out, what can you do to go through those energies, those little bit more aggressive energies, much better, okay? Let's see for Gemini. And we have connect with crystals. So if you do have crystals at home, for sure, charge them around this full moon. Clean them, put them in soil, and let them charge the energy for a couple of hours. This could happen, could be helpful, and also, you know, crystals are everywhere. They're also in our phones and our laptops. So do something productive with it, okay, to calm your energy down. That's what I'm seeing here. And of course, if you are into more spiritual work, find out what kind of crystals do you have, or just maybe you start reading about crystals. You know, maybe you get a book where you can see which crystal has which effect and how is it helpful. Could be something like that. Okay, my dear Gemini, so I hope it was helpful. If it was, please subscribe and like. And then we're going to move to Cancer. So, hi my dear Cancers, I hope you're doing well. So let's see how this full moon is going to occur in your life. Which area is most affected? And we have the 6th house. Well, let's see. No, it's the 9th house. Okay, even better. 9th house, we have something you started around the end of May, beginning of June. Something connected with learning. Maybe you started taking courses in something. Maybe you started to see things from a different perspective when it comes to your spiritual or religious beliefs, where you feel like, you know what, I would like to dive in a little bit into this area or have a look at that area, and you kind of gained knowledge in those areas. If it feels like it could be also that some of you started like some legal processes. Maybe some of you filed for divorce. It could be for others that you maybe have to get a new passport, something like that. Also maybe applying for a visa, could be the same area. Definitely the kickoff for something like that was by the end of May, and now around this full moon it comes to a big bang. Okay, big bang could be, but first let me roll your dice for the planet, the moon. Okay, so this could be something you're very emotional connected to. This could be also something connected with a female or with your mom in your life. So this could be that the big bang, that maybe you have started some legal legal situations when it comes to a female in your life, and all of a sudden kind of there's this big explosion, right? Okay, things do not go as planned, or you lose maybe even a legal case. It also could mean that if you started something spiritual, learning something new, that maybe all of a sudden you have this big emotional eureka moment, you know, where you feel like, oh my god, that's the answer. Now I know why I behave in a certain way. Something like that could also be that case, which is probably going to make you quite emotional, right? At the same time, maybe also you have some emotional exchanges with a teacher, because 9th house is also teachers. And what else do we have? If you applied for a visa or something like that, or trying to renew your passport, it could be around that time that you have to redo it, or you figure out that things are postponed. This also could occur. So let's see what would be helpful for you to actually go through those energies the best, because it's a quite aggressive full moon with Mars there. And yeah, for sure is careful what you say to someone, how you speak, but also take very good care of your mental health. And we have sing. So if you feel like really you're about to lose your mind, you're about to lose everything, and things just go left, and you just, I don't know, have a need to express, okay? Instead of doing it aggressively with your words, maybe try to sing, you know, sing in the shower, sing while you're cooking, sing while you dress up, sing while you clean up, something like that. Okay, my dear Cancer, so I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, please like the video, and we are moving to Leo. So my dear Leos, welcome to my channel, and let's find out how this full moon is going to occur for you on the, where are we? We are on the 7th, 8th, right? Depending on where you live, December. And we have the 5th house. Nice. So it could be that some of you probably started maybe a little fling, maybe something romantic with a partner around the end of May, beginning of June. And it also could be that maybe you started something creative with your kids, or just a creative project at work, and now it comes to fruition. Now it comes to a big bang. Okay, let's see in which area this could be occurring with your planet. And we have the North Node. Yes. Oh, interesting. So we have the North Node in the 5th house, which means the South Node is in the 11th house. So you have probably kicked off something, let's say romantic, and maybe you had all sorts of fantasies with this person, yeah? And it could be that, to be honest, it feels like some of you are very ambitious people, and all of a sudden you find out you're pregnant. With the North Node and the 5th house here, it could be connected to pregnancy. It could be that now you're finishing this big project, but also at the same time, since it's the 5th house, the South Node is in the 11th house, it could be you have to let go of a dream, some type of fantasy, or just like a friendship. It could be if you really started dating someone around this time, and now it really becomes official. We're like, oh, you know what, we're officially in a relationship, we have been seeing each other every weekend, let's make it official. At the same time, you kind of have to let go of a friendship. Okay, we all know those relationships where someone has been single for a while, and then they're in a relationship and they're in love, and all of a sudden their friends see them never again, basically, right? So it could be something like that. But since Mars is involved in this full moon and it's quite aggressive, it could be that either the partner you're dating, or also your kid, it could be that one of those people has like a big blow up with a friend, okay, or a big blow up between you and your beliefs, right? You have to let go of some dreams, of some fantasies. Okay, I always wanted to do this and that in my life, blah blah blah, but now I'm pregnant, I have to realign. Something like that. Maybe a friend says, you know what, I haven't seen you for months, what is going on? And all of a sudden there's this big argument, right? Something like this could occur. Maybe also your lover is saying, you know what, it's me or it's this person. You have to make a decision. Something could occur in those areas. And also connected to kids, you know, maybe your kid wants more attention, or your friends want more attention, you know. It's something like that where you feel like, okay, I have to realign, and something is probably, it feels like someone is going to pop up on you. It doesn't feel like you are going to explode on someone else. Someone is going to explode on you. So let's see how you can dive through those energies much better without any turbulence. And we have sound healing. Very nice. So maybe one of you have some sound bowls, which could help you to relax. If you don't, there are lots of beautiful music, sound healing videos on YouTube that you just can listen to, you know, on the side while you work or while you clean up. And this could probably calm you very much down, you know. So instead of going into the fight when someone is coming at you with some requests or angry words, just try to relax and try to listen to some sound healing. Okay, my dear Leos? So I hope it was helpful. If it was, please like the video, and we're moving to Virgo. Hey, my dear Virgos. So let's see which area of your life will be most affected by this full moon. And we have the 11th house. Interesting. So friendships, hopes and dreams. There is probably something happen when it comes to either friend or with a dream. And just have a look at what happened in your life by end of May this year, beginning of June, because this was the kickoff from something. You know, maybe you started something that you always wanted to do, maybe you met a new friend, something like that, and all of a sudden there's this full moon coming up, blowing things in the air, and you have to kind of figure out how to deal with it. So let's find out the planet. And we have Venus. Nice. So it could be that for some of you, maybe you met someone and you felt like, wow, I'm so connected to this person, I like this person so much, and you spend lots of time with this person, and all of a sudden there's this big blow up, maybe between other friends, you know, maybe this one friend is jealous over this other friend because you spend too much time with them or talking about them all the time. But at the same time, it could be that maybe your friends are annoyed because you always talk about this one person that you're in love with or that you've dated, and there's just this big blob where they say, you know what, just ask this person out, drop them a message, or just please leave us alone with this topic. It could also be something like that. And yeah, it could be just, it feels like it's a friendly escalation because Venus is involved and also the 11th house, but something is going to happen in those areas connected to love and connected to dreams, wishes, and friendships. And it could be also that maybe you are dating someone and your friends feel kind of neglected, or the other way around, that your partner, your romantic partner, feels neglected because you spend too much time with your friends and all of a sudden they're going to explode. Okay, so let's see what you can do to go through those energies a little bit better, because Mars is involved, you know, and Mars is just aggressive. Also Mercury is there. So yeah, everything is up and people probably say things they don't mean. And to avoid that, let's see your card, my dear Virgos. And we have alone time. So if your energies are a little bit scattered, okay, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel everything is a little bit too much, take some alone time. be by yourself and treat yourself, you know, maybe take a nice bath, go for a walk in nature, and this probably helps you to calm down, you know, your Virgo, your earth sign, and you love to be connected to earth, so do something in that area. Okay, my dear Virgos, so I hope it was helpful. Please like the video, and we are moving to Libra. So my dear Libras, welcome to my channel and welcome to your prediction for the full moon. Let's see which area will be most affected for you guys. And we have the 6th house. So health is going to be important, work is going to be important. So what did occur around the end of May, beginning of June? Most important. So there's something you probably kicked off. Maybe you found out or you started doing a new health regime, new health workout. Maybe also you changed the way what you eat, the way how you eat, but also maybe you started a new work project. Okay, and around this full moon now, something comes to a close, something comes also to an escalation. Okay, maybe you started something when it comes to your health and all of a sudden you feel like you have this fallback. Okay, and you think, oh my god, was this for nothing? Or with this work situation, it could be that you started something and now it comes to fruition, but with a bang. You know, it could be that someone having extra pressure on you, like, now it has to be early, it has to be finished right now, not tomorrow, I need it now. Could be also something like that, and you're like, oh my god, I've been working on this for months now, and all of a sudden there's this big blow up. Okay, let's see the planet to your full moon. And we have, ooh, Pluto. So connected to your health, this could mean that you have this big realization, and I don't know why I'm getting that this could be like a mental thing. Okay, you have this big realization, this big breakthrough where you feel like, oh my god, that's the reason why I feel like that, why I feel sad all the time, why I feel depressed all the time. You come to this big eureka moment, and also it feels like you probably use some different type of techniques when it comes to your health. Okay, not like a regular doctor's appointment. It was something different. When this is connected to your workspace, it could be also that you say no to either a workplace or a work project where you feel like, you know what, I put so much work into it and there's just no light at the end of the tunnel. I just want to call it quits, and I just want to put an end to it. For others, it could also be the opposite way, where you feel like finally you have this big, you finish this big project and you probably feel very transformed because you gave your all into it and was very important to you. It could be also playing out in those areas. But of course it is going to occur with a big bang. You know, again, as I said, you feel like you still have enough time to finish a project, but all of a sudden your boss is really putting pressure on you and saying you have to be finished tomorrow, not just in 2 weeks. Hurry up. And all of a sudden you lose it. Okay, because Mars is super aggressive in those areas. So let's find out what you can do to go through those energies a little bit better, what can calm you down, and instead of breaking loose and saying something. So let's see, my dear Libras, we have sound healing. So if you have the chance to listen to some sound healing, you know, while you sleep or while you clean up or while you work out, this could be very helpful. You know, instead of going off on someone, saying something that you probably regret at the end, just try that. You know, also if you have like a sound bowl at home, use it a little bit more around this full moon, and I think this is really going to ease off those more aggressive energies, let's say. Okay, my dear Libras, I hope it was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe, and then we're going to move to Scorpio. So hi my dear Scorpios, welcome. Let's find out how this full moon is going to occur in your life. And we have the 5th house. And also get your planet. Okay, changed. And we have Saturn. So, let's put it back to 5. Okay, you guys. So, yeah, that's Saturn. So, you guys, something kicked off by the end of May, beginning of June this year. And it was probably you met a new romantic partner, a new lover. And all of a sudden, there is this full moon coming around that is going to bring you or the person that you're dating to a big, big blow up. Okay? And with Saturn here coming up, it could be that something was not quite right about your dating situation. Either it kind of took a while until you really met someone, or maybe some of you would like to do something in your dating life, or you would like to date, but something is holding you back, maybe because you're busy with other things. And this could be also have an effect on your love life. Maybe you just work a lot and you do not have so much time for your romantic partner. It could be something like that, okay? It also could be that maybe you start a creative project that you would like to put more time into, but you just do not have time for some reason. Something is delayed in your area of romantic partners. Romance is also the house of sex and creative projects, okay, but also connected to kids. So there is like a delay in those areas when it comes to you, my dear Scorpios. And the start of something was in May, and you wanted to kick off something, you wanted to push through it, but somehow always something came in between. Maybe you wanted to date someone and you always had to postpone the meeting, the date, right? And now around this full moon, something is escalating. Something is escalating. It feels like you're going to escalate, where you say, you know what? Instead of just focusing on work, I want to date this person. I want to focus on my dating life, or I just would like to have a nice romantic evening, weekend with my partner, just being super romantic, or you just want to spend more time with your kids, okay? There's this big blow up where you feel like, no, I'm done with all those obligations. I would like to have some fun. That's how it feels to me, you guys. So let's see how or what can you do to go through those energies in a better way, instead of blowing up, maybe towards your boss or towards this situation that puts a lot of pressure on you. You know, just see how we can handle this a better way, okay? In a much more higher frequency. And we have intuition. I mean, that's your second name, right, my dear Scorpios? So it could be if you feel like something is about to blow up, when you feel like the water is bubbling, right? Listen to your intuition and, you know, ask yourself before you speak, think about what you will say. And if you feel like, okay, you know what, maybe I should go for a walk first for like 10-20 minutes, and then we can have this conversation, and then we talk, and then I reply to that email that just made me angry. This would be probably a good advice. I'm going to be honest with you, my dear Scorpios. Otherwise, someone's feelings is going to get hurt, and I think no one wants that in those situations. Yeah, listen to intuition, and when you feel like, okay, you know what, I just pull a little bit back, I go for a run, I go for a walk, and then we can talk. Okay, my dear Scorpios, so I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe, and we're going to move to Sagittarius. Hello, hello, my dear Sagittarius. I hope you're doing well. Let's see what we have for you around this full moon in Gemini. And this full moon is triggering your 12th house. Okay, so you kicked off something hidden, something secretive around the end of May, beginning of June, and now it comes to a big fruition. It comes to a big blow up. Either a secret is coming to light, okay, or all of a sudden you have this big eureka moment where you have a big realization, maybe in your dreams, probably likely, that you all of a sudden have this big inspiring dream or this big secret in your dream that is going to be revealed, and you don't know how to deal with it. It feels like you're very angry, but at the same time you don't know, and it's a mixture between everything. But let's see which planet is affected here, okay, for you guys. And we have, let's see, it is Mars. It is Mars, yes, it is Mars. So this could be also, to be honest, I'm not going to lie, this could be connected to a sexual relationship that is probably or was maybe hidden. Something around those areas. So if you've been dating someone behind the scenes, you know, just hooking up from time to time, all of a sudden there's this big blow up. It could come from the other person, you know, that they just bursted out into the world and you're like, okay, I wanted to keep this confidential, but never mind. Something like that could occur. It doesn't feel like that you will do that, but it could happen both ways, right? That you maybe come to a point where like, oh my god, like I'm with this person and we see each other every weekend and now I know, like now the world knows. Or you post something on social media, something like that, but it really feels like a secret is coming to light. Or could also play out in this way that you just share a big secret with someone and you're like, hey, look, it was like that and I did this and that and now I have to say it because I want to be released by my secret, basically. But it feels like you're going to bust it out, you know. It's not going to be very like, oh, let's have a nice conversation, calm and nice. No, you're gonna scream it into someone's face, or someone is going to scream it into your face. That's what I'm getting here from this full moon. So let's see, okay, what can help so you will go through those energies much better without angry words, without an explosion. I know it's easier said than done. You guys can feel those energies already, but let's find out. And we have nourish your temple. Oh, that's very nice, you guys. So take your time. Take your time with yourself. Do something for yourself. Take a nice bath. Take yourself to the spa, to the hairdresser. Do some cosmetic stuff, something like that. Take care of yourself, okay, to ease off those energies. So instead of being focused on someone else, you know, maybe saying something and or you exploding on someone and saying something that you will regret afterwards, take time for yourself. This is going to help ease off those energies, okay, my dear Sagittarius? I hope it was helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe. And we are moving to Capricorn. Hi, my dear Capricorns. Welcome to my channel and welcome to your full moon prediction. Let's see which area in your life will be most affected for this full moon. And we have also the 12th house. Let's see your planet. And let's see, and Uranus. So something unexpected is probably come to light, probably coming out into the world. It could be the same as for Sagittarius, that this is connected to a hidden secret relationship. You know, with Uranus there, it could be like someone is going to burst it out into the open all of a sudden. Could be also connected that your secret affair is posting something on social media, you know, maybe a picture between you and this person, and you're like, whoa, okay, and it will be heated, let's say, heated exchanges. It also could be just angry words, you know, that you just exchange angry words with someone that you're maybe secretly dating. For others, it could be play out in the way that, let's see, that you might all of a sudden have to travel. And it could be that you are traveling to a place that you've been through before. It could also that some of you all of a sudden start to astral travel, like astral projections, you know. Maybe your dreams become much more vivid and you really feel like, whoa, okay, what's going to happen? All of a sudden, you can control your dreams. Something like this could also happen for dear Capricorns. For others, it could also mean that maybe your electricity is acting out a lot of times, you know, around this full moon. Like your TV is not working anymore, your phone is not working, or all of those electronic things could act out in a different and weird way, which almost feels like, okay, who's trying to connect to me? Something like that could also occur here. Okay, so let's see how or what can you do to go through those energies the best way instead of losing your mind. And yeah, it also feels like Capricorn, make sure if you will leave the house, unplug everything from your electricity. That's also what I'm getting here, okay, with those energies. See, Uranus, 12th house, electricity acting out, you know, make sure you unplug major things in your house, in your apartment when you leave. And we have create art. So if you have very profound dreams, if you feel like someone from the other side is trying to connect, or the spiritual realm is trying to tell you something, try to put it into art. Okay, even if you never tried before, you know, just get a little bit of get a pencil, something like that, frame, and just go with the flow, you know. Maybe there is some stuff in that picture that is going to be very transformative and very healing. So instead of like losing your mind, going crazy mentally also, and not knowing what to do, try something like that instead. Okay, because it feels like something or someone is going to, like, probably you will receive a lot of downloads. That's also what I'm sensing here. Okay, my dear Capricorns, so I hope it was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe. And we are moving to Aquarius. Hello, hello, my dear Aquarius. Welcome to my channel. Let's see which area in your life will be most affected. And we have the 5th house. And also, let's look at your planet. And we have Mercury. So, you guys, it could be a sudden message from a lover, a sudden communication. It could be like an angry message. It could be angry communication, because this full moon is with Mars. So, people tend to say words that don't mean it, in a way that they don't mean it. And something is coming to a big blow up, let's say. So it could be that something kicked off with a romantic partner around the end of May, beginning of June, and now around this full moon, all of a sudden there's this big blow up. Like, either you are going to blow up on someone, could be a big temper here, right? When you say to someone, hey, we've been dating so long now, but this and that is like disturbing me, and I don't like when you do this certain things, or we always do what you want, now let's do what I want. Something like that could occur, you know, that someone is either going to send you angry text messages. It doesn't really have to be angry or aggressive. It just can be full of temper, you know, like someone is very, very sharp with their words towards you. It also could be the opposite, that you are going to say something to someone else. You know, maybe someone talks to you way too much, sends you way too many messages, or no many messages at all. And you just get this huge blow up where you really tell a romantic partner what it is. But this could be also connected to a kid. If you have kids, that either your kid is going to act out, you know, with either texting or on the phone, something like that could occur, or you are going to text something or call your kid and tell something that you might regret at the end. Okay, so very mindful of the speech and what you say to people around this full moon. So let's see what you can do to go through those energies a little bit better, less aggressive, most important. And we have for you guys, I think this one, sync with the moon. Okay, I like this one. Basically what it says is, you know, if you are able to see the moon, have a look at it. The full moon, I think it is going to calm you down. Also, you know, try to do some full moon rituals. If there's anything you would like to release around this full moon, write it down and burn it. That's also what I'm sensing here with the Mars energy, you know. Write everything in your life that's no longer serving you, especially when it comes to those fifth house matters that are disturbing for you, you know, something about your partner, something about your kid that you would like to let go of, you know. Write it down and burn it. I think this would be very helpful if you do some full moon rituals around this time. Okay, my dear Aquarius. And then we are moving to Pisces. Hi, my dear Pisces. Welcome to your full moon reading. So, let's see, you guys, in which area this is going to occur in your life. And we have the 11th house. And let's have a look at your planet. An 11th house and Mercury. So, have a look at end of May, beginning of June in your life, okay? What did you kick off around this time? This could be something with friendship. This could be like a wish fulfillment. You know, maybe something came in your head around this time where you felt like, oh my God, I really want to accomplish this thing. And it kind of probably took a toll on you mentally. But also probably, maybe if you met a new friend, it could be that you really exchange a lot of communication with this person. And all of a sudden around this full moon, there's like this big explosion, this big sort of like discussion. Okay, let's see, you just met a new friend and you just became super close to this person, and all of a sudden there's a topic coming up and you two are just on opposite sides when it comes to a specific situation here. It could be also that you feel like, you know what, I kicked off this dream, this fantasy of mine, and now around this full moon, kind of mentally you're very tired and you feel like, oh my God, I don't know if this is going anywhere, if this is just a dream of mine, or if this is something I really can accomplish. It feels like it could also be something in those areas, okay? But also, it could also be for some people that maybe a friend from the past is coming back into your life and kind of blow something out of proportion, or if you had a big fallout with someone in your past, with a friend, it could be that this person is all of a sudden coming around and tell you, oh my God, what you said to me 5 years ago, it really hurt me so deeply. Something like that, and there's this big argument. Well, there's a lot of passion, you know, and it could be a little bit aggressive, and maybe someone says something to the other person that is not appropriate, or that this person is probably regretting. So if there's something like this happening in your life, be very mindful of what you say, and at the same time, be mindful that whatever this other person, this friend, is probably saying to you, they don't mean it, right? The energies are very all over the place at the moment. So let's see what you can do to go through those energies the best, okay, for my dear Pisces. Instead of breaking out, breaking loose, what can you do? And we have chanting. Nice. So maybe you never tried, maybe you did try before, you know, maybe you can just chant for a little bit, you know, for maybe 5-10 minutes to calm yourself down around this full moon. And I think it will help to ease off those aggressive energies. Also, if someone says something to you that is very hurtful, instead of going off on them, take your time, think about what you will say, maybe just chant in your head, you know, you don't have to use your mouth, you can just chant in your head, and I think it will calm you down instead of busting out on them and going on the same level. So, my dear people, I hope this prediction was helpful. If it was, please make sure to subscribe and like, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye.